Such a varied career, Mario. The 67 Daytona 500 winner. You won the 12 hours of Sebring. You won the Indianapolis 500 in 69, Pikes Peak Hill Climb, 24 hours of Daytona. Of course, the Formula One World Championship as well in 1978. When you think about drivers today and think about what the varied skills that you needed to drive all of those different things I just mentioned, it's become so siloed for drivers now, isn't it? There aren't many who do the crossover from stock cars to Indy cars to Formula. I mean, there's nobody who does all of that.
Well, here again, it's something I always say this, it's personal. It's not that they would not be able to do it. It's just that do you have that desire to really devote all that time and and is it that important to you? What to me it was. I just I had I still do. I mean, so much desire, so much love for what I was doing for the sport. That also I was very curious about. Our sport has obviously many different levels. In the different disciplines, which all can be considered top level, and
Sure.
and top level is what I mean, that you could make it satisfy a career just staying with one discipline, one of those, like whether it be NASCAR or be Indy cars here,
Hmm.
or like sports prototypes. And I again, but I I had the opportunities when I expressed a desire to be driving potentially, for a good team, top teams, and I took those opportunities. I had a great relationship at that time with Ford because of using the latest Ford double cam engines, like starting with Indy and so on and so forth, and winning national championship. At the same time in my rookie season in Indy cars, and then whenever I would express, and I was part of the Le Mans program also, which was a huge um, uh, ambition for Henry Ford to win Le Mans over Ferrari. They even made the movie about that. But
Yep. Yep.
there was a fabulous program that they started in '66, and they needed to do a lot of testing and a lot of work. And I I offered myself to be. I said, I can be at every one of your tests, and I wanted to benefit from the experience of road racing, because Formula One was already in the back of my mind, and I learned so much there by doing that. I befriended, Bruce McLaren. At the
Hmm.
time, he was, he was he loved sports prototypes as well, uh, and um, and I learned quite a lot from him. He was a very technical driver. We won the first Sebring that I won, 1967, with a Ford Mark IV, which was really the car that eventually they won Le Mans as well with, and that, all of that really worked in my favor to look forward to potentially earn my way into Formula One, because I can tell you that in 1965, my rookie year at Indy, there was a lot of international, you know, participation there, was specifically with world champion at the time Jim Clark and Colin Chapman, Lotus, and so forth, and Lord and behold, Colin Chap. I mean, they won the race 60, but I was third, finished third. I was rookie of the year, and so at the end of the banquet the next day, we were all saying our goodbyes, because I got to know him pretty good during the month of May. And then I said to Colin Chapman, I said, Colin, I said, someday I would like to do Formula One. And Colin said to me, he said, Mario, when you think you're ready, you call me and I will have a car for you.
Yeah.
Now, Jason, can you imagine
Wow.
the feeling when someone at that level, world championship material, tells me, if you think you're ready, whenever you think you're ready, I will have a car for you. And 3 years later, 1968, that's when I called him, and he had a car for me. And the first Formula One race that I actually was in, I put the car on pole next to Jackie Stewart, current world champion. So
Legend.
you see
Yes.
what I mean?
Yes.
These are the moments that, again, makes you feel like you belong there. And
Right.
there's no better feeling for someone that's so striving, and wanting to be part of it all. And when things come together in any way, at any level of the discipline, it gives you that confidence. That confidence that you need, at that point, to say, what? You say to yourself, I think I belong here. There's no better feeling than that, Jason. And I had those feelings as I went on through my career, to the different levels, just to reassure, because you have to reassure yourself, that, this is what I want to do. But, all of a sudden, I just did it.
Yeah.
And there's no better reward that you could want to be able to move on and feel that, I thank the good Lord for giving me all that. So
yeah.